Hey there fellow tone chasers, I'm Robert and welcome back to Tone Chase Basement. Today we've got an exciting and special project that's all about turning an already impressive guitar into something truly unique. I'm excited to share with you the journey of custom shopping my Harley Benton 25th anniversary Firemist Jazzmaster. Now, the Jazzmaster body shape has always caught my eye, and I really like how cool they look, but there were a couple of things about the traditional Fender Jazzmaster that didn't quite resonate with me, so I never really went for an original one. First of all, the floating bridge, which is a tuning nightmare, and secondly, those Jazzmaster pickups, which are a bit too scooped, harsh and thin sounding for my taste. But fear not, because I found this great Harley Benton, which is, in my opinion, the perfect modding platform to create my dream Jazzmaster. It is an affordable option that feels, plays and sounds great straight out of the box, with its roasted figured maple neck and exceptional fretwork in this 25th anniversary limited run in this beautifully amazing Firemist color. It's a real gem in the rough. But we wouldn't be true tone chasers if we resisted the temptation to mod something on it to make it sound and play even better than it already is. So today we are going all in into upgrading this Harley Benton Jazzmaster and creating the ultimate perfect high-end guitar from it. It already has a great resonant American older body and a Canadian roasted maple neck, so eventually these are the only two parts that will remain, and the pickguard of course, because it's already a 4-ply tortoise shell pickguard that just looks stunning on this unique colored body. But the two most important things that I'm going to upgrade, as I mentioned before, my problems with the original Jazzmaster were the floating bridge, and on this Harley Benton it's a fixed tailpiece and the bridge like on a regular single cut guitar, so instead of this tailpiece I'm going to install a single cut tremolo and a Tune-O-Matic roller bridge, which will be great for tuning stability, and I'm going to replace the pickups because, as I said, I don't like the Jazzmaster pickups. But I got a pair of Lawlor P90s in the Jazzmaster layout, so they will be the perfect replacement here. I'm also going to record some sound examples with this guitar in its factory setup, so that I have references to compare before and after the modding process. So buckle up, because we're all about to turn this already impressive X into the perfect Jazzmaster for me. So let's dive into the modding process. Okay, so let's see what we've got here first. So the Lawlor P90s. Then the Duesenberg single cut tremolo, the Tone Pros Tune-O-Matic roller bridge, some CTS pots, orange drops, Switchcraft pickup switch, Switchcraft jack, some Goto locking tuners, strings. Then, of course, for shielding, this copper shielding tape, and some Fender knobs from my old Fender. And yeah, that's it, generally. Of course, first I had to take apart the guitar and, disassemble it completely, take off the strings, take off the tailpiece, the bridge, take off the tuners, then, of course, remove the pickups and the electronics, and put all the small hardware into a small box so I wouldn't lose them. So I prepared the guitar for the shielding process, and that is one of the most important parts of the whole modding of this guitar, as I wanted to shield the guitar properly. The whole point of shielding a guitar is that it wouldn't pick up as much interference, but for it to be done correctly you have to be very careful and take care of every square millimeter within the guitar body to shield it correctly with this copper tape. So effectively you have to build like a Faraday cage within the body cavities of the guitar, and that is why I put this copper tape beyond the edges of the holes, so because the bottom side of the pickguard will be also shielded, so there would be a connection point between the shielding on the pickguard and the body. Eventually I had to use more of this copper shielding tape than I planned, and all in all, for the whole guitar I used almost 4 meters length of it. Then came the trickiest part for me, because soldering electronics is not my strong side. I'm not a pro at soldering, but I can cope with it as much as I need. I found online a Jazzmaster electronics wiring scheme without the rhythm switch, just the 2 pickups, 2 pots, input and a 3-way switcher. So I put the CTS pots and all the electronics into the holes on the guitar pickguard, so I would solder it at the right place with the right cable lengths already. So I soldered the orange drop capacitor between the volume and the tone knobs, and installed the lower P90s and soldered their cables to the switcher. Then I took the whole soldered electronics out of the pickguard so I could shield the pickguard as well. I used the same copper shielding tape just like for the body, and I shielded the whole surface on the bottom of the pickguard that is covering the electronics in the body cavities, and I put the tape beyond the edges so there would be a connection point with the shielding tape on the body. And with the scalpel I just had to remove the leftovers. And I also had to check the continuity on the shielding both on the pickguard and the body as well. Then I took off the original strap pins as I wanted to put on the Schaller strap pins for Schaller strap locks, but I had to widen the screw holes on the body just because the Schaller screws were wider, and now they feel just much sturdier. After that I cleaned the frets one by one and applied some lemon oil to the fretboard and also some other fretboard conditioner. Then I installed the pre-wired electronics into the pickguard and finally took the foil off the pickguard as well. Also for these 500K pots I had to widen the holes on the pickguard a couple of millimeters as well. And the last soldering step was the ground wire coming from the bridge. I just had to solder it to the ground of the electronics. After that I just had to put the pickguard into its place and screw it in, but there was still some copper tape sticking out on the edges of the pickguard, so I had to remove it. But after that I just had to apply the sponges below the P90s and of course just screw in the pickups to their places. And after all that just came the easy part. I installed the Duesenberg last trem. It's very easy to install onto any guitar that has metric measurements on it. It's just a one-on-one replacement to the place of the tailpiece. Just put it on the holes and use the screws that came with it. Also the Tone Pro's Tune-O-Matic roller bridge is a one-on-one replacement as well. And after that I installed the new Goto locking tuners. They are the same vintage style, Fender style, so they are also a one-on-one replacement instead of the original Harley Benton ones. And last but not least, I put some Fender string trees on it. So at this point everything was changed on it, and as I said, the only original parts that remained on this guitar is the body, the neck and the pickguard. But each and every upgrade on it looks very promising. I just had to put on the Fender potty knobs, the trem arm, and I wanted to check the electronics before I string the guitar, if I soldered in everything correctly. Then I just restringed the guitar with new Elixir strings and had to go through the setup process. Check the guitar neck, the relief, string height, intonation and everything, tune it up a million times, adjust the bridge height as well. In the end I set it up for optimal playability. And to my surprise, at that point I could already feel a huge improvement how this guitar felt. And there you have it, guys. The transformation is complete and I couldn't be more thrilled with the results. This Harley Benton just became my perfect Jazzmaster, and now it is a guitar that can really stand toe to toe with even the most high-end custom shop counterparts. Just take a look at what we've accomplished. The nice sleek single cut tremolo arm, the Tune-O-Matic roller bridge, those sweet lower P90s, the Goto locking tuners, the new electronics. This beauty not only looks stunning now, but plays and sounds like a dream, and every upgrade was well worth it. So let's not just talk about it, let's hear it. I've also made some sound examples before the mod, so we could compare the difference. As we could hear, there is a pretty massive improvement, so once again, I'm really happy with the results. In the end, this modding adventure exceeded all of my expectations, and this Harley Benton 25th anniversary Firemist Jazzmaster evolved into something truly unique and into this true powerhouse, and I can confidently say it now rivals the sound and playability of much higher and higher priced counterparts. Okay, so now let's hear from you. What are your thoughts on this mod? Have you ever customized your own guitar? And share your experiences in the comments below and keep the conversation going. As always, thank you for joining me at Tone Chase Basement. If you like this video, please hit that like button, subscribe for more tone chasing content, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. Until next time. And remember, the perfect tone is always just within reach.